Hello and welcome. My name is Spacemuffin, and this is the Void Gaming. So, the Season 3 Marvel Rivals trailer just dropped, along with the dev update. So, we're going to be getting into that. Before we do, guys, please hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a positive comment. It really helps the channel. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, look, guys, Season 3, a new era, quote unquote, of Marvel Rivals begin. So the first thing that they kind of mentioned was there's going to be a new season every 2 months. So I don't know, that's just really cool to me. We're not going to have to wait for new content. We're going to get things really good. So let's kind of talk about the two new heroes here for a moment before we kind of get back into the dev notes. The trailer for Phoenix and Blade, it looks sick. I mean, we had Hela rolling up with the God of the Symbiotes, and then like you see that Phoenix come in. It was just super cool. I want to say that the character model for Phoenix looks amazing. And the way they like I said, she just looks great. Like she just looks really good. And the character model for Blade also looks really good. It was really sick the way Blade rolled up, where Phoenix is fighting and all this, then Blade like rolls up and it's like, whoa. So I don't know. I just got super hyped about that. But yeah, they both look super sick. And so we're going to talk about them a little bit more, specifically Phoenix. But kind of going back to the dev update, we have the new map, the Celestial Husk. And this is pretty cool. There's a new map, and I guess they're going to be doing a new mode as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. So going back to Phoenix. So they kind of talked about her a little bit. She is going to be a duelist. And she's going to have a chain reaction mechanic. So she's going to get introduced in Season 3, which I believe launches on the 11th. And then obviously we're going to get Blade in Season 3.5. So, I don't know. I'm giving you guys the Spark Notes version. But, I don't know. This new update, like with everything, it just really adds a fresh new layer, right? I mean, just little tweaks. Like, they're making it a little bit easier to track progress. They're making the game just a little bit more accessible and a little bit fresher, if that makes any sense. So one of the things that I find really cool is anytime we get new customization, I think that is a plus. Obviously we're going to be getting a lot more costumes because seasons are going to be more frequent. And I just hope that the quality of the costumes is there. Like, these costumes aren't exactly cheap, but I don't know. It's one of those situations where, they're also doing like a, what are they called? Like, you get little trinket type things, accessories. They're doing like an accessory system. So that's pretty cool. One of the cool things about this update that I noticed and that really kind of piqued my interest was a lot of the balance changes. Specifically with I'm not going to go over every single one of them, but specifically with the new team ups, I like what they've done with the team ups, and I like what it kind of synergizes, like that synergy element. Speaking of Phoenix, she's going to get that new one with the Phoenix Force. So I think Spider-Man and Wolverine synergize with that one. Hela is being added to the symbiote one, so she's going to have some cool stuff like that. A lot of the nerfs and buffs, were pretty cool. I would have loved to see Black Widow, right? We saw the Thing. We saw Ultron gets a little bit of a nerf. We saw Mr. Fantastic gets a little bit of a nerf, but no buffs on Black Widow. So that's kind of sad. So I don't know, guys. Like, I'm super excited. We're gonna be making some videos. Obviously once Phoenix drops, we're gonna be making some videos on Phoenix. So definitely get subscribed if you're not for that. And then of course we're gonna be hitting up Blade in Season 3.5. So, I don't know, guys. I'm super excited for the future of Marvel Rivals. I'm super excited for what they're doing. I think Season 3.5 and a lot of the changes that we're making, or that they made, are exactly what the game needs. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Really appreciate you guys' support, and we will see you in the next video.